Hey folks, Cool18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth. Still the pre-release at this point. I'm playing this about 2 weeks before the game actually comes out. So again, things may change, and of course we're going to learn all sorts of new tricks as we go forward. Still think we can live without the miasmic repulsor for now. So I'm not going to put a rush on it. Hopefully the siege worm does not decide to be a jerk and kill my worker. He's inside my borders, so it should be okay, since I haven't... the alien aggression should have dropped from the time I killed all those guys, but I may be wrong. I've played quite a few Harmony games. I seem to spawn by a lot of Xenomass a lot, so I may be a bit spoiled by that. So I can still build trade convoys, but I actually don't have any places that can have any more trade routes right now. You can see if you click in the city, up here, I'm at 2 of 2 in Lakar, and of course Prosperity is not a city yet, and we'll start at 0 of 0 until it gets a trade thing. Farmer Lab for health is good, but you know what, I don't think we'll go negative health when the next city pops. We might go to 0. The Cyto Nursery will help offset that, and give us a little bit of science as well. So I'm going to go ahead and sneak that in there. I'm not going to put out another colonist yet, just because of our happiness cap. Also, we get plus 10% science if we stay happy. Not only that, when you do become unhappy, you get even further problems. You get less culture and less science as well. So definitely incentivized to stay happy and healthy if you can manage it. He did, that bastard. That bastard siege worm did come and kill that. All right, we're going to have to start shooting on him. That is really disappointing. Although, that's going to keep the aggression levels up. I'm hoping it'll help scare them away. I cannot fight the siege worm with my marine. It's just insanely too powerful. But we can kill it with enough bombards, so we're just going to have to hope we can pull that off. I'm going to move him inside my borders over here. Goddamn siege worms. It's probably because I fought those other aliens over there. I don't think there's any way to tell what the current aggression levels are, the alien aggression levels, other than just sort of, guessing. You heal, because one turn we'll have the planetary survey. We don't have to go into friendly territory to get the embarkability at that point, and then we'll just walk out and see what we can see. Both this tile and this tile might actually connect to some more land, because of the coast stuff. I'm gonna... Yeah, see. More culture. Extra culture for net positive happiness. Well, that's not going to add up to anything. Although we do need it if we want to grab applied aesthetics, which is more energy for bonus culture. We're not close to building a wonder. Maybe I'll go ahead and grab creative class, which is not super awesome, but we get our free virtue from having 6 things at level 1. So I think it makes more sense to get more virtues faster, but we will probably want the applied aesthetics for the free monies as we continue to pump out more and more culture, which will be a priority since we're playing as Franco-Iberia, and we get free technology every time we unlock 10 virtues. We're 60% of the way there, guys. Actually, 70% of the way there. All right, so let's embark. You heal up. Next tech. Excellent question. Get him to go away. So transcendental math over here lets you build the transcendental equation, which is there for one of the victory types. But I don't think we have to rush out to that. We could pick up terraforming, which will reveal... No. How do we reveal geothermal? From geophysics. Oh, here. Oh, that's interesting. So to reveal geothermal is not one of the branch texts. It's a leaf. It reveals it and lets us build wells on it, which if we want to build a Gaian well, is something you build in a city and it needs geothermal nearby. It might make sense to reveal that. Although, what would be really handy? Oh, we finished. No, we didn't. If we get robotics, we can build some tac jets and use that to blow up some siege worms. Maybe handy. Oh gosh, I was supposed to think about this more between episodes. Petrochemical plants. Water refineries. Culture from biowells. Science from xenomass wells, which we will have some. And gives us the purity. Gene gardens are cool, although we need the 2nd level impurity, which we don't have yet. Also, it'd be nice to get a wonder. I think the exogenesis pod is a wonder. It is. Like, I can't... I guess it's sort of roundy. Yeah, the gear is a building. The roundy bits are wonders. All farms produce +1 food. I'm already going to go relatively farm-oriented because of the vertical farming. And it can let us go to alien genetics, which may be good, but gets us a purity point. It's tough. There's a lot of choices. We still don't have computing for spying, though. And part of me still wants to complete that and get that going on. Attack jets. I want to make sure we can deal with these siege worms if they keep being a problem and keep eating my workers. I will need another worker again soon, but I don't want to buy one right now. Although, I suppose there are some safe parts for my workers. So, I will purchase a worker. And then I will build... I think I start building another worker as well. And then we can get... Oh, there's miasma over here. That's why I'm not doing those tiles. Oh, poop. But I can start improving the tiles over here. Prosperity is not a city yet, although it's about to be. Sending the workers over here and getting ready with the plantations actually sounds like an excellent idea. So, of course, we get very little vision on embark units, as is normal. I'm going to have this marine sort of hang around here, just in case. Yeah, the siege worms are weird. Like, I don't know what determines how and when they move. Oh, do not eat my trade route. Major defeat. It's not an actual death, though. Okay, I'm going to stand on my trade route. And hopefully I can defend there. We've got a manticore on top of some fraxite over there. Wouldn't be a terrible place for a city overall, but not a priority. Let's go through the sea. And we don't need any special technologies to embark on the ocean. So let's go and head over this way. Which will probably get you to go northwards over there. Trade route seems to hopefully be protected. Vladimir wants peace treaty. Yeah, sounds great, buddy. Actually, I should have been going to you. I'm terribly, terribly sorry. We should see if anyone's got any affinities as well. Purity. Ah! We're going to check that in a second. And that's it. So a couple of people have grabbed the first level of purity. Doesn't mean they're going to go that way. And it's worth noting that the KP haven't done anything quite yet. They believe I'm a warmonger. Oh, because I declared war. Oh, no. Hopefully that will go away. That's really unfortunate. That's actually really, really unfortunate. I forgot about that aspect of things. So Prosperité, we're going to start with the relic. I think just to get the extra border pops and culture is very good for us. We'll probably follow up with the Pharma Lab. Oh, the depot got built. Would we like more production or more trade? I think I value one production more than one energy, so I will go ahead and do that. So now my trade depots will produce 2 by itself. Now, we have a crash satellite that has landed there. We've got a quest for that. Oh, we've also got the solid state, the solid state citizen. Spacecraft plummeted. What was it? So build an expedition over here for that one. That's right. Cultural burden. We've detected a weak radio signal nearby. Its signature is definitely human. We should investigate the signal's source. Ah, there we go. 1 crash satellite, 1 here. So we need a couple of expeditions going on. We have an expedition coming home to get its new component, so it will be able to work those relatively soon. Hopefully we will beat our opponents there. I could swing this guy around, but I think it's still worth checking out. Let's keep blowing that up. And can we now... No, major defeat. Because we do have a quest to kill the siege worm, so it'll be quite nice to be able to finish that up. This is a marine. It's going to find some new land. We've got a trade convoy. So, because Prosperité is now in a real city, our trade convoy to the depot ended, so we can start a new one. We can see, if we do this trade route, Le Coeur will get 3 production, and Prosperity will get 7 production, for a total of 10 production, which is a hell of a lot better than we get from our little mission to Stet Mining. Also, we can get 5 science and 5 energy from doing a trade route to Mandir. I'm going to do the trade route to Mandir to keep them a little bit more friendly. We'll keep that relationship going for now. It's likely we'll come into conflict later, but right now there's a lot of territory. I'm going to be happy just expanding and building and playing that kind of game. So. No, you know what? I don't want to be any more of a warmonger. Also, that was the CEO of the ARC that we're technically friendly with, so I would like to... or we should be friendly with, because we answered their call to war. Let's hit that, and kill off the siege worm. Completing the quest gives us 145 energy, woo, and 35 science. Really, really, really good stuff, and that's what's nice about quests. I could ignore the siege worms, you know, if they weren't destroying my units, but nice to get little perks there. All right, we can go ahead and finish the farm or whatever we want to build over there. Move up by one. I think it is another little bit that does almost nothing. Tell you what, in the interest of speed and not getting my stuff stolen, I will go ahead and get this expedition to go over there, and the other one, which is here and still needs its module, can go west to that crash satellite. So one of those will be advancing the signal quest, and one of them will be, we'll be doing something interesting with some new people. Our happiness is capped. Definitely we got some pharma labs going on over here, just to stay positive, which will be very nice, especially as Prosperity. Once it grows, we'll get an extra on happiness, for example. Lacade as well, but Prosperity will grow first. So, let's go there.
Is yours.
You are friendly. We're cooperating, which is nice. You don't hate me for being a warmonger. Sure, we'll have open borders, since it affects me in no way whatsoever. So weird. I've never played a game with so few nearby neighbors. I think it's going to make the game quite a bit easier. So our explorer's gone and gotten its 2 expedition modules again, so it'll be able to work there. Oh right, we never went and picked up that goody hut over there. It may have been taken at this point. Someone else may have grabbed that, but we'll give it a try. Worker, I think we're gonna make more farms because that seems to be our thing. I'm actually not sure we're gonna need to rush out to robotics anymore. I mean, it's not bad. And even the auto plant is not too terrible here. Marine, go ahead and heal. Congratulations on killing a siege worm. You get achievements for that too. Coral. Oh. This would be a swell spot to put a city. Only 2 fraxite. On the other hand, again, improved. +3 science. We like science. 5 turns for the expedition there. Prosperity has grown. Oh, we actually didn't go negative, I guess, because of the way it rounds. You do get unhappiness for people, don't you? Number of cities from cities, yeah. But I guess just the rounding or whatever. And then we finished a farmer lab. So we are positive again. More production from a recycler, never bad. Thorium reactor for money is actually really exceptionally good. I don't know if we need to worry about pumping out any more military units. Part of me would like a couple of rangers going on. And the seismic repulsors would not, or miasmic repulsors would not be bad. We will need to clear that, and unless we go and grab that technology that gives you, and there's miasma on top of the xenomass that we'll want to improve. So there's a technology that lets your workers remove it, but it gives harmony affinity, which is not bad in any way whatsoever, but we're not going to prioritize it. I think 3 turns for a repulsor will be fine. It'll clear up 4 tiles of miasma, which is okay. Quest decision. Pharmaceutical industry was at its peak during the 21st century. While the drugs at that time were severely limited in ability, they did open our mind to the full potential of pharmaceuticals. Now that our pharma lab is functional, our technology has finally caught up with that potential. We can best decide how to best utilize it. Enhanced function or life extension. Bonus health or more science. This is a really, really tough one. Personally, pharma labs already give health, so I like to just sort of make it me more health. Build these when I need more health, and staying positive healthy is really good for us, gives us more science and all kinds of different stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Especially since I'm notoriously bad at keeping my health and happiness up in these kinds of games, so we'll do what we can. Anyway, Mr. Marine, keep exploring and see what we can find. Friendship with the KPs. I think that's swell. I have no intention of declaring war on you soon. There's more than enough land for us to expand. Late game, we'll see, especially if you go with a different affinity. But for now, I'm more than happy to just work with her. Oh, we did lose that site over there, which should not be too terribly surprising. I can move the Marine over here to do a little bit of scouting. That'd be swell. Open borders. Sure! I'm good with that. Hopefully we still get this crash satellite explored on our own here. We do have 1 explorer on the way. Farming is done. Choose production in the city. I think I will pop out a couple of rangers just to feel a little bit safer. Did I not? Oh, right, my worker's up here, which is fine. Okay, I was going to say, did I not have 2 workers to improve stuff over here? But that's fine. I didn't actually lock any tiles, but these are fine tiles. We're going to go ahead and just build plantations on all the things. And, oh yeah, the titanium mine. Get that going to the south. And my miasmic repulsor. So, we're going to go ahead and go into launch mode. We can see the radius is quite a bit bigger on this. Oh, that's better, because there's no miasma down here. You can just barely see it. Hopefully it shows up okay on the YouTube. If I go here, we can clear a little miasma in the north, which will be fine. Now, it is a slow process. It'll do the tile underneath it relatively quickly, then the ones adjacent, and then the ones in the far ring, right before kind of keeling over and dying. But by the end of its life, it will have cleared all the miasma in this entire region. So I think that's probably a fine thing to do. Do that. Unit needs orders. We've got a sea dragon. Can't get any stats on its strength. Hopefully it doesn't attack me. It shouldn't. Expedition completed. Oh! Yes, we're all friends with Polynesia. Excellent. Crash satellite. 80 production in Le Coeur. That's a lot of production. Holy cow. Yeah, insta-finish stuff. Thorium reactor is probably a good idea. We built one ranger, just so I can feel a little bit better about my life. I'm going to go ahead and maybe, like, just put it over here. Just give us a little bit of vision. Keep an eye open. I could have it explore, and I do want to have it explore, but I think I'm going to go and pick up the missing expedition module and just reload it before we send it far from home. Just to bring it back up to 2 of 2. Yes, we're all friendly. Look at us being awesome. Prosperity has grown some more. Prosperity. Still scouting around with our marine. Decent city locations. How much fraxite is there? Just 3. But that's okay. Daemon. Where are they? Of the, that's not the KP. The PAC. The PAC declared war on the Slavic Federation. I don't have the names yet. Still working on that. So it looks like we're about to hit the coast over here. We're going to go ahead and just top off the health on that Explorer just to say. And we are going to definitely build a mine. Wow, +5 production. And, oh, Sere over here. 10 floatstone. And the titanium. A great site. I suppose we could have rushed down there. But, I don't know. I still like Prosperity. Even though it doesn't give us the strategic resources, I think it's going to grow big and be a good science and culture base. And then, yeah, we're going to pick up some of that. We've got the 9 floatstone over here and a whole bunch of other sources. I'm not complaining too much. Plus, she's my friend right now. Why would I feel bad about my friend taking something like that? You know? Let's go ahead and walk over here. Explorer. I will get you to... I don't just go to the middle of the sea over here and we'll see what you can see. A recycler for some more production. It's never bad. But I'm actually thinking that another colonist might be called for. We can build another pharma lab over here. It will tank our happiness a bit. It will. It might still be a little too early. Give me one more ranger. We probably don't need it. Oh, we got tons of happiness sources over here. You know what? I changed my mind. You are going to build a colonist after all. Prosperity. There's lots of happiness stuff to build, and we will need it. But before you build that, why don't you go ahead and build a trade depot? Because once you have one, we can go back to building the trade units over here in Nakaya, and then we can make some pretty good money that way. We do have to worry about this siege worm, which actually will probably destroy... no! I have purity level 1, so my explorer will not be attacked, so I can safely work this crash satellite. Lovely! Love it when a plan comes together. Monsieur Marine, why don't you go down here? Robotics. There's our tac jet, auto plant, fraxite mine, manufactory. Discover new station, which gives a variety of different things. We're getting warned that we're going to get deorbit on our satellite very quickly. So the miasma repulsor deorbits very quickly, and it is the miasma repulsor, I think. Yeah, it'll center on there. It deorbits very fast because it just works long enough to clear out all the tiles, and then it goes away. You'll notice that our solar collector is still working fine. It will go away at some point, but not for a while. It's worth checking to see, especially when we need tech. Where do we need... Can we filter by orbitals? No. We can filter by more health, for example. So we can see if we go to mechatronics, we can get something that gives health. Optical surgery. Which needs level 5 supremacy and requires 2 fraxite to build. But that's a lot of happiness. Genetics, we got the pharma labs and stuff. Orbital networks, the laser comm satellites, and, oh yeah, the meme twerk which that sounds like something right out of modern day internet, memes and twerk. Gives some happiness and lots of culture. It is a wonder. We don't need the lasercom satellite, but this wonder would be really good, and we haven't gotten around to building one yet. God, that's really tempting. We need computing first. At the very least, let's finish computing. Can we not? No, because when it's filtered, you can't click on anything that doesn't fit the filter. We'll pick up computing first, but it's worth looking around. And yeah, we should really consider, like, master control is another wonder here. Because a little bit of culture, faster worker movement, and a free network. I don't even remember where you get network from, but it's another tech building. But again, I would really like to start getting a little bit more purity. We don't need to rush it, and we don't have any of these things yet. I still love vertical farming. But none of those are wonders. Level 3 harmony we don't have. Biofuel plant is good for money if you have algae nearby. I find one of the things, if you get biology, you'll get a quest to build a biofuel plant in like your capital or something. Now, I don't know if we'll get it in this case, because we're landlocked, but I've got plenty of times when my capital was on the coast but didn't have algae nearby, and we get the quest to build a biofuel plant in the capital, and I can't if there's no algae, so I'm like, well, I can never complete it. And maybe it always gives you that. It's just like, it's a bonus. If you happen to have a capital that's got algae, then you'll get an extra bonus. Maybe that's fine. Or you can move your capital, I don't know. Anyway, we'll build that. Yeah, finished computing. We can do spying and stuff. It's very good. Spying is excellent. Yeah, rangers, combat rovers, lots of troops. So it's probably a good thing we're squeezing out a couple of rangers at home, just to make sure. Let's not end next to the siege worm. I'll even accept a little bit miasma damage. Just to make sure that the AI doesn't think like, oh, you're super weak, let's go and kill you ASAP. More plantations. The trade routes. This is the one that was going to step mining. We actually can build to Shackleton. Where's Shackleton? Way down here. You can see the range is just like phenomenal on that. That will put us right through a siege worm, so I'm going to try to avoid that. The internal trade route will simply result in more benefits than working steppe mining. Yeah, it'll go up to like +8 production or something if we let it level up. Let's check here. Yeah, +8. But it's like, so. We are already getting effectively 9 production and some food with this trade route. So why wouldn't I prefer that? Shackleton might almost be worth it for the science and culture. If I don't work steppe mining, it will go away unless the KPs send a trade route over there. But I don't really care. I'm going to do the internal trade route. Actually surprised I can't do a trade route to Sere. Might be blocked by something. So we get an extra virtue. We're still not building a wonder. I think more money from culture is an excellent pick. On the other hand, +1 health for every 6 population will be 1 health right now. It's good for later, but it's not critical. Every time we do build a new city, the science and virtue costs go up, and we already got 2, and we're about to build a 3rd one. So maybe I'll just go and grab these 2 right away, and then we'll come back. No, sorry, I don't want to go into another war. I'm going to try to stay friendly with people. Siege Worm's probably frustrated. He can't attack my explorer. It's like, why am I not allowed to attack the explorer? Like, well, there's rules, and, you know, that's just the way it is. Building along the coast over here. We could really start doing some trading. But I feel like there's a lot less trading early on, simply because there's no luxury resources. So there's just less of that going on. We got a sound. We discovered an alien nest. Oh, is it right on top of that? Is. Now, I will go ahead and do that. I can kill the manticore in one go. That will clear a nest. I might get counterattacked and lose my soldier. Or marine. At least he's leveled up to a marine. And that will suck. But I would like to make some progress here. Also, there's a derelict settlement. We have our explorer over here. We're going to send it in this general direction. At least it'll be immune to counterattack. If we can survive a turn, we might be able to get this guy out of here. It is on a forest, which is extra defenses. Okay, we survived. Now, here's the question. Do we need to take the heal thing? You can see these guys auto-healed by standing on miasma. I think I will have to take the 50 hit point boost and then just try to GTFO. And hope these guys start to chill. This marine. We might want to bring the marine home or something. Oh, some pieces. Suddenly peace. So it hasn't done the outer ring of miasma yet, but it should. Go down this way. So if we look at our quest progress, occupational hazard. Oh, it didn't give us the little progress beacon, which is kind of annoying. Doesn't say 1 of 2. Yeah, I find that actually kind of annoying. Like, show me that I've done stuff. All right, this marine has survived. We're going to get to a heal where it is. We may have to clear this manticore for the explorer. Yeah, actually, go ahead and move straight down. Oh, for frack's sake. We're going to get destroyed because we're too close. But, I don't know, we may be able to do something with our explorer. We did the crash satellite. We got 80 production in our capital again, which is nice. And there were survivors aboard the spacecraft. They were human once, but now they're something different. We are calling them the augmented. Like us, they settled a new planet, but where our world sustained life, the world was harsh and violent. They tried to adapt by incorporating technology into their flesh, but in the end, even technology would not let them thrive in their new home. The augmented wish to live in our world. Shall we grant them refuge in our cities, or shall we tell them to fend for themselves in a new world? So if we were going harmony, we say, listen guys, screw you, we don't want you in your cities, you're cyborg freaks. So they'll go and make a city, and then you'll get a follow-up quest to, I think, destroy the city. Or we can grant them refuge, either as purity or supremacy. As supremacy, you'll be like, yeah, technology is awesome. As purity, you're going to want to convert them. Anyway, we're probably going purity, so we're going to go and grant them refuge in one of our cities. And that quest will continue. Give it a little bit of time. So we finished something in Lakaya. Oh, we could start the trade depots finished in Prosperity. So we're going to go ahead and build a trade convoy. There's still... Well, if we built a trade ship in Prosperity, we'd be able to trade with Shackleton. And actually, maybe even stuff on the other world, assuming we clear this fog of war. I'm going to go ahead and build one trade convoy in my capital, which we will move to Prosperity. And Prosperity will build a trade vessel. They take a little bit longer to build, but they tend to, they will produce more goods in their trade things. Plus, obviously, they'll be able to trade overseas. We finished the Cyto Nursery. Through the study and hybridization of the indigenous fauna, we've managed to create a bioorganic mesh which mimics their cellular division. Integrating the mesh into our production would speed things along tremendously. Unfortunately, it takes a rather long time to create, so there's only so much to go around. We'll have to decide how to best distribute it. We can either get 5% production from military units where you have a Cyto Nursery, or you can get a +1 production boost from Cyto Nurseries. I'm going to take this one, just because the 5% production probably means more overall production than the +1 when you're building military units. So, I mean, yeah, which makes sense because, well, you need 20 production to be worth 1 extra production. That's a lot. And it's only for military units. So I'm going to take the +1 all the time because that's awesome. This explorer finished. Lovely. Go into Prosperity, recharge your module. This colonist. Oh, actually. Where's our explorer? Right over here. Change my mind. You're going to go into Le Caire because you're going to escort my thing because we don't have a marine or anything up here anymore. So we're going to escort our dude. Yeah, that's fine. That's interesting. I was originally thinking here, which gets us the gold, and this floats down eventually. We could go and settle all the way up north to this desert hill, because 1, 2, 3 we'll get this coral. We'll still get this floatstone, but give us the possibility of building another city over here. The advantage of building one here means we also get the fraxite, and unlocking a little bit of fraxite would not be a bad thing. I mean, the fraxite mines are nice, but also there's a few buildings every now and again that needs one, even though it's not going to be a priority for us. Closer is easier to defend, easier to run trade routes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be a place with minimal overlap. It does not get that fraxite, but we can get the fraxite from over here as well. Fair bit of overlap with Prosperity, but gets all the natural resources to the north and still gets this fraxite. Okay, we may go here later on. So I think I want this site here. Starts with a lot of stuff in the inner ring, which will be really nice. And this gold, how are we ever going to work the gold? This is also a good place for a city. Actually, might be better. It makes any city placement up here later on a little bit awkward. Although if we did build a city here, it would get this algae. Okay, so if we build here, we would get the gold, titanium, algae, 2 sources of fraxite, we would get the silica, and we would get the tubers. Later, if we did want to squeeze in a city over here, we'd get 3 new resources. Yeah, some overlap, but it's not the end of the world. They'd probably take possession of the tubers and the silica or something like that. The short-term benefit of settling here is pretty good. Titanium is great for production. Algae is good for food. We'd have to build a fair number of farms, and it's quite hilly, actually. The food in this city would actually be very poor. Yeah, the algae, but you can't build farms on hills, as far as I know. There's a lot of desert as well. We've been building mines over here, which also means no farms. Yeah, tubers have decent amount of food. And we can build farms over here, which counts for something. I hate when I start doing this. Or we could forward settle over here. Floatstone, a couple of basalt. Prosperity will get this basalt, so it's less important. We could just put a city sort of smack down in the middle over here. And ground control, get this fraxite, gold, tubers. This floats. No, that'll get taken by Lakaya. I think we're going north. Anyway, I guess we're going to have to wait till the Explorer shows up anyway, because I do want to defend it. We did lose that unit. Now, any chance we can sneak in there and clear that base before someone goes and stand on it again? Possible. Worker, you are going to build a work barge on top of the algae. Yeah, we lost that. That was a darn shame. I should have had him, I don't know, just go back into the water. Whoop! No! I should have moved 1 step. Oh! I double moved because I'm like, oh, it's letting me do it. Because, nah, I should have moved 1 step and spotted. That was a horrible mistake. All right, let's go and let's build a combat rover. Actually, our Marines are stronger right now. And the movement rate doesn't really matter overseas. Okay, let's rebuild some Marines. And actually, hold on, I've got a Ranger as well. Which can potentially help. We'll put them both kind of off the coast. You go over here. You should be safe. And we'll land them together and have them kind of work together. You can keep sort of exploring this general area. That's fine. Trade convoy. So we cannot build another trade route in Lakar. So if we go and move, it'll say we've got 2 available in Prosperité. So we'll move you over there. Mr. Colonist. You know, you start moving north right away. It's fine. And you also start moving north. We're going to be okay. I don't know there'll be any aliens at all. Because there's no xenomass, it's probably fine. But, you know, I'm being a little bit cautious. Which I should have been doing a bit more earlier. Yeah, there's 2 algae here. That is really stunning. Really good. Okay, so we got a trade convoy in Prosperité. So it can go... we've got 1 route that goes between 2 cities. So I can't build one going back the other way. Which is the only thing. I'm going to go to Mandira for huge amounts of energy and science and keep our relationship up for now, which is going to be great. Let's go and move the Explorer first. Settler, I'm going to just park it here outside of the miasma, and also just to let the Explorer catch up a bit. Although, because of its increased movement rate, it will always catch up, but I want it to sort of lead the way and give me the visibility. I'll feel better about things. Go and build that work barge. Trade vessel is done. It can't reach anywhere. That's really annoying. Because the fog of war right over here. Oh, it can't reach Shackleton or anything. Crap, we're going to have to go and spot that. So that is a difference from Civ 5, for example. Yeah, we got to keep going with the tech. Money ain't bad either. It's really the tech that I do that trade route for. Okay, so we can move here safely and be fine. We will need some more happiness relatively soon. But... oh, I gotta finish computing before I can build a boat. Right. I don't think we need a tac jet or anything over here. So let's go and pop out a farmer lab to make sure... Well, we won't go negative happiness that quickly, actually. It's going to wait until we go into... Until our new city actually becomes a city before it does that. So I'm thinking the tech ones, but maybe the tech plus happiness ones. clinic's a little faster, a little bit more health. No, Cyto Nursery. That'll be fine. And then, yeah, we'll build all the health happiness buildings. Hutama declared war on Susanna Fielding. So that is, what are these guys called? That's Polystralia. And then the ARC. Trade vessels still can't do anything. Explorer confirms that things are fine and safe. Yeah, we're going to head up there. We'll have to drop another satellite there as well. Could start building one relatively soon, actually. Computing is done. Lovely. So we're going to have to check that for a second. We do need to build a spy agency before we can start spying. Do I want to rush that out, or do we want to sneak out a network, which you do get at computing? You can see it gets +1 science from copper, but 3 science by itself is pretty damn good. Also, obviously, we'll get a quest to do something a little bit more of a bonus soon as well. I don't remember. Do I have a ranger going that way? Do I have a marine? Yes. Right, which we just finished. So the marine will also sort of end off the coast over here. I think, especially with another city going on there, we may want another worker. Plus, we need to build some roads. With the what's it called? Planetary survey. I believe this automatically gives us coastal connections. We don't have to build harbors or anything like that. But obviously, our capital's not on the coast, so that's a bit of a moot point. Lots of things that I want. Everything's that I want. God, I'd love to sneak in a wonder. Precog project. Health and culture. And bonus in friendly territory, which is nice. So you got to worry about things that other people may have snagged at this point. Deep memory, +7 culture, and 2 free virtues. Definitely sounds like the sort of thing we want to pick up, but it's an expensive tech, so we don't want to rush out to that. We want stuff that's a little bit easier to reach. The bonus food from plantations would actually be really, really sexy. Also, unlocking that solar collector for more energy, right? That's the one that we have going on. That's 60 turns. That's a long time. But I think the vertical farming, it's time. More purity affinity, which will give us a level up on our, I think our mobile rover, combat rover. And that'll be nice. But just more energy and the food from our farms, that's pretty sexy. It lets us build domes as well, which gives us culture, which is okay. We might want to sneak in 1 or 2, but I don't like to make it a priority. Is there anything that we're critically missing that I'm not thinking about? I don't think so. Hang on. I changed my mind. Let's try to build the meme twerk and see if we can beat someone to that. The feed site hub would actually work pretty well for us too, but we don't have the supremacy points. Feed site hub makes me think of the graphic novels Transmetropolitan. Anyone else read those? Excellent books. Not you know, not something for every age, but overall excellent. So we still can't do anything with that cargo ship. I'm gonna have to send a unit over here just to pop a couple of tiles. And actually, this marine who made it to the other continent via, oh yeah, what do we get here? Oh, this way. Oh, I guess it's just out of reach, so we can't actually run a trade route. But if I walk you directly to the east, we probably could run some trade routes to central. Oh, it's probably not on the coast, is part of the issue. Let's go and pop the coast and see what we can see over here, and then just try to expose things for the trade route overall. Or the trade ships. Would we want to just build a ship here or there? If we did build here, we wouldn't get the coral, but we would get everything else, including this gold. This might be the more reasonable spot. It wouldn't get the frac site, but the frac site can be built over here or something. You know, I'll just build it here. I think this is going to be a swell location. Got the algae. There's some extra food, which is actually quite nice. We got a new quest. Ah, the augmented! They have integrated into our culture, sharing their knowledge of organ replacements and artificial lives. Our society stands at a crossroads. We continue their research and application of augmentation, or do we seek to restore the augmented to their lost organic humanity? Well, we want the purity thing, so we're going to grab purity at this point. And yeah, and I think it's going to continue. Solid state citizens. We now need to build a gene garden for the next level. So if we look at that, and I really have to put a cut in here. I didn't realize we were so over. We got genetic design, which actually eventually leads to more purity affinity. So I think I'm going to queue that up next. We need to get to level 2 before we can build it anyway, but we'll get that from the alien genetics. I'm going to hold shift and queue that up. So we'll do communications into orbital networks, into genetic design, alien genetics. Okay, desperately got to put a cut in here. Thank you very much for watching this bonus size episode, and we'll see you guys next time.